Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about using Goobric and Doctopus in your Google Classroom so that you can grade assignments. First thing you want to do is you want to make sure you are logged on to your Google Classroom account. You can see we're in demo class for my period 1, and the teachers here are myself and Amy. You can now invite other teachers to be a co-teacher in your Google Classroom, which is a great new feature. So we want to get started by creating an assignment. Google for this year has moved the assignment creation button all the way to the bottom right corner here. And so I'm just going to select the create assignment option, and I'm going to give it a title and a description goes here. I can choose a due date, and optionally I can say what time it is, which is great if you want to have it due by the end of a period or a block or whatever. So I can attach various files to my assignment for the students to use. I am going to I can upload an assignment from my computer. I can use something that I've got stored on Google Drive. I can embed a YouTube video, but currently YouTube videos are being blocked. So a student wouldn't be able to read or watch that in the school, or I can link it out to a website or some other place on the internet. But I'm going to choose a Google Drive file, and I am going to look for I've got a fake assignment here, so I'm just going to search for it. Here's my original fake assignment, so I'm going to attach that to the assignment. It gives a little thumbnail here. There really isn't anything in this. This is just for demonstration purposes. And so I need to choose what I want the students to do with this file. So I can select that they can view only, which is great if you're giving detailed instructions about what they need to do, or a rubric. Students can edit the file, which is perfect if you want them to collaborate on something or just add to an existing file that you've got. But for this one, I'm going to make a copy for each student because what I want is for them to turn one of these things in. Once I've decided that that's what I want, I'm going to click on Assign, and it will create a folder in each of the students' uh, classroom folder, and it will give them this fake assignment. So just to illustrate what we got going on here, um, I've got a student account. So it says the stream was updated. And so here's a student account. And what I need to do here is I click on Open. So here's the student view of the assignment in Google Classroom. You can see that here is the assignment file that is attached. So what they need to do now is they open up the file that was shared with them. They can add information to it. So I'm just going to type this in here, and then when they are done completing it, they just click on Turn In, and they're asked if this is what they want to do. They'll just say Turn In, and a little green checkbox shows up, says it's done. So now we switch back over to the teacher view. So over here you see the names of the students and whether have completed or not, and over here you can see where you can type in their grade. But we're not going to use that feature. We are going to use Goobric. So what I recommend that you do is you go into your class folder for this particular class. The easiest way to get there is to go to the About tab, and right here it says Google Drive folder. If you click on it, it will open the Google Drive folder that is associated with this class. And you wait for it to load. And so here are all of the assignments that are in this class, and we want to open up the one that is for this assignment, which is down here. And so in here, what I'm going to do now is create a brand new spreadsheet that's going to contain all of our information about the students' assignments. So I go ahead and create that. And so in this particular part, we're going to use an add-on called Doctopus. So to install that, I go to Add-ons and I click on Get Add-ons and type on the word Doctopus. And you see it here, it looks like an octopus. Click on the blue Free button and tell it that you agree to all of these conditions, and it will install itself. Once it installs itself, you want to go back to the add-ons menu and click on Setup and choose Roster. A little menu is going to appear over here. So you can see step one, select a roster. So I am going to do what's called ingest a Google Classroom assignment. So I choose that option, and then it searches your Google Classroom for a class. And it's off the screen here, but I want demo class period 1. And the assignment I want is the test Goobric. Okay, Doctopus has now ingested this assignment, and then you can see that it found one assignment turned in. Go ahead and ingest everything. Okay, so here's the one assignment that was turned in. And if you can kind of notice, it's in a separate tab down here at the bottom. So scroll all the way across, and it has all kinds of information about it. But the most important part is a link to the actual file. But before we can score this, we want to go ahead and install the Goobric rubric for this particular assignment. I want to go to the Chrome store, so let me show you how to do that. So I just Google Chrome store and click here, and I want to search for Goobric. And here it is, Goobric, the web app launcher. We're going to add this to Chrome. Add it to Chrome. Say yes, I want to add, and you know it's there because you're going to see this little eyeball there. So once I've done that, I can close out this tab, and I'm going to reload my spreadsheet so that the eyeball appears up here. So now that I've done that, I can tell Doctopus what rubric to use. So now I attach a Goobric, and I'm going to use this VPA rubric that we have previously created. And in another video, I'll show you how to actually create a Goobric rubric. Go ahead and attach that. And once it's attached, you will see the name of the rubric up here. It says VPA Goobric rubric. So now all I need to do to score this assignment is to scroll across, click on the first student's link, which will open in a new page. And if I click on the eyeball, it will load the rubric. So you can see it's a very simple rubric. It's nothing too fancy. But they're being scored for content and grammar here. So I click on the content tab. I say that, it gets a 3. I move on to the grammar tab. I say that was 2. And then I can type some comments here. And then I can click submit, or I can also include some audio comments. By clicking on the microphone, I can record an audio comment. And I just submit that. It goes back to the student folder in their classroom folder. So if I switch back to look at it from the student point of view, and I click on the assignment now, and then click on the file that was attached, I now see the rubric scoring with the score I got and any comments. If I'd left a audio comment, a link would appear down below this, which the student could click on and listen to my audio comment. So that's Goobric with Doctopus.